Let's see if the
for this Link player. Honestly, looking at Sonic, right? He's able to just like stay right on top of
we'll put the audio low, but we'll have the audio on just so that there's something in the background.
Ready, go, and run up shield grab.
So I'm just gonna go back here just because this is kind of how this game started. So it started with a boomerang. Sonic is just so fast. Sonic is so fast. I'd say and most people expect Link to start with a projectile. So if you're playing against a fast character, you kind of have to wait that out. I think any projectile you use right off the start, Sonic could punish. I think if you tried to pull a bomb there too, he could have run up and grabbed. So that's something to be careful about.
And barely give him any time to drop
Gets grabbed. Yeah, that's. Ready, go, and run up. So it's been like my man said 10 seconds, and you've gotten grabbed twice into back air or nair. So against Sonic, it's just like you have to be so careful about when you pull projectiles because Sonic's just so fast, like so fast.
Like that's how hard it is, dude. He's staying right in his face. He just wants to smother him, not give him any room to set up. And plus, Sonic also has pretty solid recovery options. Maybe he didn't.
So the thing about Como in specific is he's a very, very reactionary player. And so far, literally all of the openings you've given him are just reactionary openings. He's the first two he was just reacting to you pulling projectiles. This one he reacted to you just sitting there, so he rolled behind it and jabbed. And then here he reacted to the jabs on his shield and he forward tilted you. So what he will do is he always wants to play reactionary. He always wants to react to what you're doing and punish. That's kind of his thing. So you don't want to just like give him openings, you know, which is kind of hard. But because obviously he's very, very good. He has a very good reaction time. But what it comes down to in matchups like this is you want to get close enough to your opponent that they are scared to do anything like that they're scared of like your options, but where they aren't gonna like be able to hit you with their burst options. So like for example with Sonic, his like fast options are like dash up grab, dash in forward air, and spin dash is kind of fast, but you can usually react to it starting. So you want to stay in a range where he can't hit you with those immediately without you being able to react. But it'll make him uncomfortable to actually like react to you because you're that close, right? And then you want to kind of like bait him into doing it. And it's really hard and it's really kind of abstract to kind of like learn how to do that properly, but that's like the biggest thing in this matchup. It's like how you got this first opening is you use something that he can't react to, right? You hit him with that nair and then you pivot grab, and like humans can't react to that. Like that's fast enough that like you might be able to predict it. But you can see how that was just kind of an opening that you gave to him, just grabbing the other way. So there, that was really, really good. You got the bomb out at a good time. Got a little bit out of it. Now he's just waiting. This is what Como will do. He waits for you to do something, and then he reacts and punishes. So there, that was really good. Yet again, you use something that like isn't really reactable. This is actually going like pretty well.
Going out for the grabs like that. Como here might as well play around that space to keep baiting that out.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
Safe.
Oh, I'm so surprised this didn't connect. What the hell? Sonic's up B is way too good.
Might as well play around that
What
space
the hell?
to keep baiting that out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I can understand the first slash missing. Sonic was a bit too low. But then this one misses. That one misses, and I guess he was already on the ledge. That's so crazy to me.
Classic Link play. Have that bomb in hand.
And a free down smash.
Yeah, and this was just kind of giving him that opening yet again.
Bomb in hand.
And a free down smash because my man had to
So just be
regrab.
super careful about
Getting
that.
first game.
Things were looking good, man. I was about to say, yo, he's prepared. Oh,
My man said he was prepared in the
no.
box.
Listen, it happens to the best of us. Right?
That
It
wasn't in the script.
That was a super good way to deal with spin dash.
That wasn't in the script.
Doing that nair into grab. And that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. You sit at this range, you haven't commit, right? He's afraid to use any of his options. He just wants to get a little bit of stage control back, so he spin dashes at you.
happens to the best of us.
That wasn't in the script.
You get the nair to grab, and then a nair afterwards. Then almost get a kill there.
You're not a link player until you hit yourself with a bomb.
So that's exactly what you need to be doing, is you need to be putting him in those situations that make him uncomfortable, and then make him commit first. And you do that, and then you start going for stuff that yet again is more committal, like this F smash at ledge, this F tilt, and then he can start reacting to those things.
A player can be novice, intermediate, or veteran.
Ooh, look at that spacing right above the up tilt.
Yo, he
Okay. Okay. Oh,
That was really good.
above the up tilt.
That was so smart.
Okay. Okay. Oh, spacing right above the up tilt.
Did he tech jump? He must have tech jumped, right? Yeah, okay, he tech jumped. I don't know if this was intentional. If this was intentional, this was godlike. If this wasn't intentional, it was still godlike, but
Start his combo video with that combo, dude.
I like it, man. Yo, Cliff,
something you can use in the future.
he probably meant to do that too.
I don't know. Como had a clean tech there. Just wasn't expecting the immediate up B coming
Who
out
would
of
up be though? Like that had to be planned, right? You know.
I think he was. I think he wasn't sure who teched and who got stage spiked.
Oh,
he
so
just-
you think he just
I think he
mashed
just
up me to
pressed up.
recover?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna die.
Alright, so yet again, that was good.
Be real quick. Oh, this worked.
Ooh, that caught. Wow. A big range.
Here it is.
So, like, honestly, for the most part, this is, like, really close. There are just, like, times when he's, getting kind of, like, free openings from you, like throwing bomb backwards, or, recovering with tether to the ledge, on your second grab, you know. So for the most part, like, honestly, this is really good so far.
I think what you
It's
said
just a matter of making sure not to give a reactive player, like a reaction-based player, this many like free openings, you know? Because like it's not hard for a reactionary player to like capitalize on a bomb thrown the wrong way, or just like a regrab to ledge, you know? But you're keeping it very, very even. You're getting the openings you need to get. It's just a little bit of those
another spring.
No, he has that bomb on deck though.
you're not dead.
And the high recovery too.
That was good recovery.
Get that fair, but nope. Good drift by Dust.
Yeah, he's using that Captain Falcon recovery. You know, moving towards the stage and drifting back. Oh.
And that was just a call out. So, like, honestly, he's at 61%. You were at about 110. If you didn't get killed on that down smash to ledge, and then also you didn't get, like, the two... Because those two openings at the start of the game, he took, like, 41% off of. As well as then, like, the two bombs thrown the other way. Let's say that's another, like, 20% or so. That's, like, 60% you just don't have. And a stock that, like, he has to try and take in a different way. And we only saw him take one stock there that was, like, actually him reading you. And that was the call out at the ledge there. So I, like, honestly, if he had to work a little bit harder for that, and you actually had that percent still, you were winning neutral a decent amount at the time. Like, I think that was definitely doable. Yo, Juice, how's it going?
Number one.
Yeah, man. That back air.
Looking around.
So strong, dude. Even though they decided to change a lot of things about Sonic.
I'm always looks so bored when he's
happy
playing.
that overall, he's a solid character. I was afraid that he would get nerfed to the point where he wasn't going to be that good, but no, the nerfs weren't.
Oh, no. Oh, he switched to Corrin.
I think you mean they make it
For a second, I thought you switched to Corrin, and I was like, oh, no, that was so good. Like, that was so close. Like, what happened?
character, man. Give him stronger smash attacks.
What? He's good. Anyway, going into the second game.
I just want to see his games end faster, dude.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
All right, Como switching up to the Corrin. What's
Right.
going on, D1? Dude?
So,
He's trying to get
yet
the-
again, so there's that 19% or so from just kind of, like, giving him a free opening.
No, this is
Um,
almost looking as if we're at what event was it? Tokagi, where they first like released the
no.
character.
Oh, okay, that's really
testing it
unfortunate.
out for the crowd when he was messing around with Bayonetta. But I mean, he could play
That was really good.
Another character. I wonder who exactly he's practicing for, like Mistake or.
I think he's just trying to get warmed up, honestly.
Because he did try Roy for the Bayonettas in the past, so maybe he's trying something new.
They're talking on commentary about how Combo's trying to warm this up for somebody else, as if you almost didn't win the last game. If you wouldn't have re-grabbed the ledge there and then had like given those free openings, you could have easily won that game.
I remember that pretty clearly. I'm like, damn, you gotta drop this Roy, dude.
Yeah, he had some tech, but I like that spacing. That was like, I think that was Tipper F smash, right? Range. So,
one thing I will say about Dust, it seems like he really loves the Zera and the tether grab a lot. It's getting him, sometimes he gets a grab and a lot of times he gets punched, man. I'd love for him to maybe rethink the situations where he presses there or tether grab.
That was really good.
Pretty good quality tools right there. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my god, I didn't know that was a thing.
Immediate dare, so you know you're not coming back.
Yeah, that was actually really fast.
But yeah, I'd say the second game you didn't even really have you kind of stole that from yourself, and I feel like a lot of the things that are happening you're kind of stealing from yourself by giving kind of like free openings away when you're trying to pull projectiles, as well as what was the other thing? Pulling projectiles at the wrong time, and then just like little mix-ups, like throwing bombs the wrong way, and grabbing the wrong way. And I don't know if those are like controller snapback issues. I know some people have had issues with like controller snapback, where sometimes their character will just turn around when they don't want to. So that's something to maybe look into. But for the most part, it seems like you understand playing against reactionary players pretty well. It's just kind of like giving away those openings for free is just a little bit too much. Like I said in that first game, if you didn't have that like 60% or so, and he had to look for that first stock in a different way, that game would have been a totally different story. Second game, there's not that much to say. He just got a couple of lucky-ish gimps. It was a very good reaction on his part to dare there, but the first one you kind of gave. So I'd say just try and iron out when you pull projectiles, especially little habit stuff like at the start of games. You definitely don't want to give away that stuff. And then after that, just also be careful of, I guess, just like when you're committing and what you're committing to. Yeah, that's about all I've got.